Ladies and gentlemen, this is huge. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. President Trump was a former president with the power to declassify anything he wanted to. James Comey, Hillary Clinton, John Bolton did not have the authority to declassify in the manner that President Trump did. Yet they went after Trump, and all of these people used either servers, in Clinton's case, servers, and hit subscribe to this channel right now, or in Bolton and Comey's case, private email and potentially private servers. We know that Bolton is being investigated under the investigation is predicated upon the Espionage Act, possible Espionage Act violations. Now we're finding out that, oh, by the way, according to John Solomon and others, Catherine Herridge, guess who else had private emails? James Comey. I think that he'll turn on Hillary Clinton because his email debacle ties directly into Hillary Clinton's email debacle. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This is testimony from Comey that implicates him, which is why he's going to, I think all of them will get indicted. Eventually arrested and indicted. Hillary Clinton, James Comey, all of these people. Clapper, Brennan. But this is why. Hit subscribe to this channel right now.
But a common theme, just to summarize a lot of those concerns, were that in this case, Clinton was above the law, that there was a double standard, and a lot of that was based on the way you presented your findings. Now, your team, you said you did not personally interview her on Saturday, but your team did for about 3.5 hours, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know, in reading the review or the summary, did they ask Hillary Clinton about her comment that she had never sent or received classified information over private email?
I think so, but I can't remember specifically.
Okay.
It's a very long 302.
Okay.
That would be the basis of, that's literally the basis of any interrogation or interview of Clinton or anyone who had private servers. Let's continue.
You have to check.
And we'll get access to that. Do you know if they asked her when she said that there was nothing marked classified on my email sent or received?
Same answer. I'm not sure.
And so the same answer then when she said, I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email, there is no classified material. You don't know whether they asked her that?
I don't know whether they asked her that question. The entire interview was focused on. So What did you know? What did you see? What is this document? That kind of thing.
Do you know if they asked her whether she stands by the fact that she said she just used one device and that was for her convenience?
I don't know. I know they established from talking to her she used many devices during her 4 years. So I don't know whether they asked her specifically about that statement.
Okay, I guess
that's easy to check, though.
I guess my point is you're trying to get inside the head of Hillary Clinton in this investigation and know whether there was intent. And so we all know what she told the people. That's been well documented. She said that she did not do those things, that she did not send or receive classified emails, that she used one server and one device for her convenience. And since then, I think even in your statement, you recognize that those were not correct. Is that fair?
I really don't want to get in the business of trying to parse and judge her public statements, and so I think I've tried to avoid doing that sitting here.
Why do you feel that's important?
Because what matters to me is what did she say to the FBI? That's obviously first and foremost for us.
Right,
Our
and
evaluation,
honest people don't need to lie, is that right?
Honest people don't need to lie? I hope not.
Okay. Well, in this case, for some reason, she felt the need to misrepresent what she had done with this server all throughout the investigation. You guys, after a year, brought her in on Saturday, and in 3.5 hours came out with the conclusion that she shouldn't be prosecuted because there was no intent. Is that right?
No.
Okay, so I don't want to put words in your mouth, but is it fair to say that your interpretation of Hillary Clinton's handling of top secret information, classified documents, was extremely careless?
Yes.
And is it fair to say that you said that you went on to define extremely careless, that Hillary Clinton's handling of top secret information was sloppy or represents sloppiness?
Yeah, that's another way of trying to express the same concept.
And then just a few minutes ago, you also stated that you now believe that Hillary Clinton is not nearly as sophisticated as people thought. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think that's fair, actually.
Okay, the problem was, right now, within the same testimony, everything that you just heard was either a lie by omission or perjury because of the following exchange. This is where Comey and Clinton and Bolton and all of their emails, all of their email issues intersect. This is the basis for indictments right here. Hit subscribe. This is why Comey, and because the thing is, leaking information has no statute of limitations, but they leaked information because of this scandal. Check it out. Oh, sorry, statute of limitations is 2026. And then for conspiracy, it's when it ends, and they're still going at it. But check this out. This is the reason that all these people will get charged and indicted.
That server being the server of the former president of the United States that maybe Mrs.
One of the president's most important advisors on foreign policy and national security had a server in her basement that had information that was collected from our most sensitive assets, and it was not protected by anyone. And that's not a crime? That's outrageous. People are concerned. What does it take for someone to misuse classified information and get in trouble for it?
Well, it takes mishandling it and criminal intent.
Wrong. That is a lie under oath. It doesn't take criminal intent. There are statutes, 793F. It doesn't take criminal intent. In fact, numerous people have been already charged, prosecuted, imprisoned without that criminal intent.
And so an unauthorized server in the basement is not mishandling.
Well, no, there is evidence of mishandling here. This whole investigation at the end focused on, is there sufficient evidence of intent?
Was this unanimous opinion within the FBI on your decision?
Well, the whole FBI wasn't involved, but the team of agents, investigators, analysts, technologists, yes.
Did you take into any consideration the impact that this precedence can set on our ability to collect intelligence overseas?
Yes. My primary concern is the impact on what other employees might think in the federal government.
And you don't think this sends a message to other employees that if the former Secretary of State can have an unauthorized server in their basement that transmits top secret information, that's not a problem?
Oh, I worry very much about that. That's why I talked about that in my statement, because an FBI employee might face severe discipline.
And here he's lying under oath, perjury, with the intent to lie. You can't unintentionally transmit top secret intelligence onto a secret server. You can't, without intent. Okay, this is so absurd. It's like the Twilight Zone. Here is where all of these email issues, Bolton has one, now Comey has one, according to John Solomon and Kash Patel and Pam Bondi and Tulsi Gabbard. And so here's where all of these email issues intersect. You can't unintentionally have a server that illegally obtains or transfers top secret intelligence. You can't have an outside server that is somehow, some way made to receive top secret intelligence from secure government locations. Outside the U.S. government, because the secret server was outside of the U.S. government. Clinton had 30,000 plus emails deleted. Her first 3 months were no longer there. She was forwarding classified data to Anthony Weiner. According to the last segment, you can hear the last segment on this channel, Comey explain that. But you can right here.
Mr. Chairman, I'm offended. I'm offended by my friends on the other side of the political aisle saying this is political theater. This is not political theater. For me, this is serious. I spent 9.5 years as an undercover officer in the CIA. I was the guy in the back alleys collecting intelligence, passing it to lawmakers. I've seen my friends killed. I've seen assets put themselves in harm's way. And this is about protecting information, the most sensitive information the American government has. And I wish my colleagues would take this a little bit more seriously. Mr. Comey, Director Comey, excuse me. SAP, Special Access Program, you alluded to earlier, that includes SCI information. Does SCI information include HUMINT and SIGINT?
Yes.
Human and SIGINT, human intelligence information collected.
She had SAP intel on her servers. End of story. Everyone's getting indicted. Hit subscribe. Thank you.